So we have the Beast, Greg Gurenlian, joining us now. And Greg, you're going to be presenting at LAXCON about the standing neutral grip face-off. And I think it's interesting because we're a couple of months away from what we think is going to be a college lacrosse season with a completely new face-off rule that we didn't get a chance to see in the fall. What are fans going to see when they see two guys go out standing neutral grip that's different from what we normally see?
You're going to see some awkward face-offs. You're going to have a lot of college guys who have never done this before, and they're trying to work on theory about what might work based on what they did on a knee. So you're going to see some lockups. You're going to see some rotational stuff that's going to be weird. Some of the counters might be sloppy. A year from now, though, when you see the next group come in and those guys are refined, the long answer is that you're going to see faster, more dynamic chess match style face-offs for sure.
You work, obviously, with a lot of high school guys and guys that are currently playing in the college game. What's the biggest adjustment you're seeing and the thing they have to learn?
Yeah, is mentality. So, for instance, when we were all on a knee, you basically just had two guys just jamming the right hand into each other. And then if you didn't win the ball, you started to rotate. We called it dominating the column. You come down and around the ball. It was very wrestling-centric. Now, you don't rotate. Everything that we've taught kids about knee down for the last 8 years, we have to tell them completely forget it, unfortunately. Now you want to keep your feet firmly planted. You want to go in and out. You have to be able to be proficient in the whole array of moves. Talking to college coaches right now, the breadth of your understanding of different moves is way more important than hand speed now. So we're going to see different styles of face-off guys. We're going to see guys who are hand speed. We're going to see guys who are counter specialists. We're going to see guys who are athletic and then rake and counter. So, based on what we understand from the rules, there's not going to be many lockups when it's done right. If you see guys in a lockup, it means they are doing it wrong, both of them. So you're going to see some fresh counters and stuff like that. The one thing we're getting gray area on still after looking at the INLCA is, how quickly do guys have to exit? Are they still allowed to turn counterclockwise? They're making it sound like you're not going to be able to take steps after you clamp. You have to redirect it very quickly. So if that's the case, then guys shouldn't ever get into a long face-off, because then it's worthless, because then the wings are on you. You're not allowed to rotate, so you have to just, fling it out somewhere anyway. So I would like to see more black and white from the officiating crew on what the rules are going to be from the exit. But I think that'll be the defining factor of the spring, if we have a season, is referees are going to be put in a really weird spot. They've never done this before, and they don't even seem to have a black and white understanding of what is and is not allowed after the clamp.
Not to give away what you're going to do in your U.S. Lacrosse convention presentation, but obviously there are a lot of coaches that are involved in wanting to go and learn from you throughout LAXCON. Give people a little bit of hint of what coaches will need to know about standing neutral grip, because if it stays in college, face it, it's going to stay probably throughout the rest of the sport, and something they're going to have to understand. What's one thing they need to know about teaching the position and teaching this new way of facing off?
Yeah, so people have asked me, do you think they'll ever go back to knee down? And my answer is no. After seeing this in action and being able to take live reps with my college guys throughout this summer and fall, coaches are going to like what they see. When these guys are refined, it's literally a chess match, guessing the proper move at the right time and exploiting weaknesses of guys. So it's not going anywhere, and I would be shocked if it wasn't totally the standard at all levels of play other than professional this time next year. So what coaches have to understand is, first, the positives. It is going to be a faster face-off. You are going to be able to, you should be looking to recruit guys of different styles down the gamut. So you have a backup guy who can counter or a long pull, etc. But my whole presentation is going to be about how to coach this properly. Because right now what we've seen is we have some guys, like FOA guys, we faced off like this at the highest level, standing neutral grip, within the last 5 years. And then you have a lot of other people who are just, finding their way. They're basically just guessing, right? If someone can't show you film of them facing off like this, then basically what they're going off of is theory, and it could be wrong or right. So my goal is to help coaches streamline that, teach them exactly how to do this correctly, how to present it, and then the progression that you would take with your athletes after you've taught the basics.
Well, Greg, we look forward to seeing what you present at LAXCON. People can see that as part of the virtual U.S. Lacrosse Convention coming up next month. We appreciate the time and the insight. We'll catch up again very, very soon.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys.